आपको लिए चलते हैं दिल्ली, जहां पर विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर ने ई माइग्रेट पोर्टल लॉन्च किया है।
The Chief Guest, Honorable External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar, to kindly deliver his keynote address.
Honorable Minister of Labour and Employment, Mansukh Bhai Mandaviya ji, Minister of State, Pavitra Margarita ji, Secretaries, Government of India present today, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, our missions who are joining us virtually, friends. Namaskar. A very good afternoon to all of you. It was only last year when during MEA's campaign for raising awareness about safe and legal mobility channels that Prime Minister released a commemorative postal stamp with the motto Surakshit Jaye, Prashikshit Jaye, that is, go safe and go well trained. Today's event captures that sentiment because it is an expression of the Modi government's commitment to ease of living, to improving ease of living, and to enhancing people-centric governance. The launch of e-Migrate portal V2.0 is a testament to our continuing efforts to create a safer, more transparent and inclusive mobility for Indian labour, and marks a significant milestone in our efforts to safeguard the welfare and interests of our citizens. This is important because it also aligns with Goal 10 of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals, which promotes facilitation of orderly, safe, regular and responsible migration and mobility of people. Before I come to the subject at hand, I also want to tell my friend and colleague Mansukh Bhai that we don't need an excuse to call him. We are actually two ministers who have worked together very, very closely. To me, this event is as much an event of the Ministry of Labour and Employment, and really this kind of very tight working relationship that we have developed is very much a hallmark of the Modi government. So I'm very, very pleased today that he could join us, and I'm also very pleased to see that the other secretaries from other ministries who participated and contributed to this initiative are also here. So friends, let me say it gives me great pleasure to launch a revamped version of the e-Migrate portal, and it is more than just a digital platform. It is actually a beacon of hope. It is a symbol of our commitment to protecting the rights and dignity of our workers in foreign lands. The enhancements in the portal that we saw in the presentation actually reflect new realities and transformations which we are all witnessing insofar as global migration dynamics are concerned. There is a global need, and others have spoken about it. There is a global need for workers who have domain-specific knowledge in their particular fields. For several reasons, this need for a well-trained workforce in different geographies is only going to grow further. This is clearly reflected in the pace at which we have undertaken negotiations with different countries on migration and mobility since 2015, and also in how the mobility ecosystem of India itself has been taking shape. Now, when I speak about the mobility ecosystem, I refer here to the strengthening of the entire paraphernalia associated with a citizen traveling abroad. For instance, in the last decade, our passport issuance has almost doubled. And that's primarily because we view and approach the world today as a global workplace. facilitating those who travel abroad for studying or who are residing abroad and looking after their welfare and well-being at all times, especially during difficult situations, is today a very central objective of our foreign policy. While we recognize that the invaluable contributions of our migrant workers to India's economy and global reputation, we must also acknowledge the vulnerabilities that they face in foreign lands. Our missions, especially those in the Gulf, have dedicated labor attaches which ensure redressal of labor and other grievances. I am pleased to note that the revamped eMigrate portal also has 24/7 multilingual helpline numbers to attend to issues that they face which sometimes require urgent solutions, in addition to features for registering feedback for redressal. Friends, the Ministry of External Affairs has leveraged the use of technology and digital systems to enhance the efficiency and efficacy of this portal. In order to expand the outreach of immigration services, an MOU was signed with Common Services Centre, CSC, which is an SPV under the Ministry of Electronic and IT, early this year. Modalities to activate this are being discussed. By enlisting the services of CSC, immigration-related services will be delivered through more than 560,000 common service centers which are spread across every nook and corner of this country. And that too in regional languages, which I think is very much measured towards people-centric and ease of living goals that I mentioned. The eMigrate version 2 portal has also been integrated with DigiLocker, and I think again the Joint Secretary referred to it, and that is also a big step in digital transformation. This will enable immigrants to submit various documents for obtaining clearances through DigiLocker in a paperless mode, as well as to store them securely, so that all important documents like passports and employment contracts are actually secured. I am happy to note that the portal is also working towards broadening the social security net of immigrants through insurance policies, and the arrangement with the State Bank of India for provisioning of an additional digital payment services with zero transaction charges, the creation of a one-stop authentic marketplace for searching job opportunities abroad, which the Minister also recognized, and in keeping with the world where everything is on our fingertips, for the development of a mobile app, which I must highlight.